Okay, Jules, so when you hear the term born in the USA, there is only one person that's synonymous with. Who is it?
Trump?
Oh, no! Good, no! It's Bruce Springsteen. Come on, born in the USA. That is his jam. Oh, you have failed miserably, my friend. I'm so sorry, people. She's failed miserably. I'll work on her once we're off camera. But we're going to review Springsteen. PG-13, an hour and 59 minutes, basically 2 hours. So let's first talk about who stars in Springsteen, and we'll get into the grit of it.
All right. So it's PG-13.
Okay.
Hour and 59 minutes. It stars Jeremy Allen White as Bruce Springsteen, Jeremy Strong, and Paul Walter Hauser.
What's going on in Springsteen?
So this is the story of Bruce Springsteen's journey crafting his 1982 album Nebraska, which emerged as he recorded Born in the USA with the E Street Band, based on Warren Zanes' book. So I wish they said that before we saw it, instead of kept saying it's a biopic about Bruce Springsteen. It's a biopic because it's not a full biopic. It's just about him crafting this album.
That 1982 album, because I'm thinking, because we've been spoiled with Bohemian Rhapsody, Rami Malek, and then Jamie Foxx and Ray, we've been spoiled to some but biopics. So when I see another one, I'm expecting, we even had one with Under the Candelabra. I forgot his name, but Under the Candelabra was one as well. That one was pretty good. But when we want to see biopics, we want to hear the music, we want to see the concerts. We want to see the turmoil in their life as well that we didn't know about, because there was stuff in here I had no clue about Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah.
But we want to see all of that, and this one just didn't deliver that. And I'm gonna just go ahead and flat out say it. I'm gonna tell you what I was thinking almost the entire time I was watching that movie. This is what I was thinking. This is so freaking boring. I'm gonna lose my mind. Maybe in the last half hour, I started getting a bit more interested in it a little bit. I do like that it touched on mental illness in here, and it was addressed, because I had no idea, he was still dealing with it. Basically, in his life, he addressed it and got some help, but it was a big part of who he was. And you could see that in his actions or whatnot, but I wasn't necessarily thrilled with the actor who played Bruce Springsteen.
Oh, Jeremy Allen White, okay.
I didn't feel it. I just wasn't feeling it coming from the scene. I know he did some of the songs, he plays harmonica, whatnot. I just didn't feel Bruce Springsteen when I looked at him. Even when he was singing the songs, I didn't feel it. And it was lackluster. The movie was lackluster, and it wasn't fun for me. What do you think about it, Jules?
I was okay with his performance, but I was like, the commercial, they always have him singing Born in the USA and all that stuff, and they keep saying it's a biopic. Every time I see like an interview or even read a little something about it, it's a biopic. And they do flash back to when he's a kid a couple times, but you don't even get to see that he has siblings. You don't get to see
they give you a pinch.
Where is he now?
Like a pinch of his mom and dad.
A pinch of his mom
how
and dad.
They acted within the family structure.
And then mainly this album, Nebraska, which I hope I'm not offending anybody, but to me was depressing and boring. But that's because he was in a depressed state too, trying to get something out.
And they addressed that too. Remember, they were talking about this is not what we're putting out. They're talking to the guy was his manager. We're not putting this. Yes, we are. And we're also not going to advertise the album.
I don't
no
want my
singles
face on it. No singles.
I'm like, how will people know he has an album? Are you serious? How do people know?
People know, and some people love it. A lot of people love it. That's why I'm trying not to offend.
Well, I guess it must have been mostly word of mouth back then for him to Who releases an album without any nothing? Just make the album, no singles, no face on it, no advertising. Who does that?
Bruce Springsteen did it, and it sold a lot too. So
yeah, that's what I'm like. How?
Yeah.
I'm just curious how. I mean, I watched the biopic, if you want to keep calling it that, but I still don't see how he did that, especially back then.
It was interesting the way he made it too, using a cassette player and all this, but it was still just kind of it was
blah, blah, blah. It was like this the whole
time and sad
and I don't feel I learned very much about him. I learned a little bit about him, but not.
Just a touch that he had a depression phase, or still kind of going, to therapy for some stuff.
But. Yeah, It wasn't
what I thought.
informationally valuable.
I'm sitting there in the movie like, wait, didn't he have like siblings? And normally I'm watching the movie and I'm all interested. I'm like kind of Googling on the side. Yeah, no, we don't get to see his wife when we're not seeing siblings. Like he has a concert, a big concert, and his parents fly out. And I'm like, doesn't he have siblings? Like we can't get like some actors, even if they don't say anything other than
just to be
I brought your brother and sister here, you know. No,
it barely scratched.
You don't get.
There's got to be way more to
really.
Bruce Springsteen than this movie. There has got. I know for a fact there is, and this movie did absolutely nothing for me.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I personally would say, if you think you still want to see it, wait till it streams. You know, to where on an avenue that you're already paying for. You know what I mean? So you can see it for free. I personally wouldn't pay for it.
I have to be honest with you. Now, we have the theaters out here, and I'm sure a lot of places have them too. The discount theaters where after they leave the regular theaters, they'll go there and the movies up maybe $1.50 or $2. We have that here. So those movies will go to that theater. And since there's no more Redbox or anything, then it'll go to streaming after that. But if you have something like that where it's $1.50, $2, then, you know, check it out. But I would not recommend spending. Honestly, I wouldn't recommend going to the movies.
I still don't even recommend that. I mean,
to regular movies.
It's not like it's some type of action movie or something where, ooh, you really should see this on the big screen. I would say wait till it streams for free because unless you're a
Springsteen fan,
and you love that album Nebraska, then this might be the movie for you because you really do get to see, how he came up with the concept and how he recorded it and how he was very stern with how it was recorded in the
studio. He was strict.
Re-recorded in the studio.
Yep.
Yeah, he was very strict.
He was strict about that.
He was
wasn't budging.
This is not going out. This, you know, let me work on it myself then if y'all can't give me what I want. So he was very particular in what he wanted, and that's how you got the album Nebraska. So if it's an album that you love, this may be a movie that you love.
Yeah.
So here's some fun facts. Jeremy Allen White plays harmonica and sings throughout the movie.
And his voice was kind of rough and raspy a little bit. The voice fit, you know, for him to be in a movie. It fit. It was just everything else.
Yeah, he got props from Bruce. 20th Century Studios acquired the project during a heated bidding war with A24, who was initially expected to take it during pre-production.
A24 has a lot of stuff. I noticed that a lot now. Yep.
A lot
of movies that I watch.
Yep. Yeah. Actor, singer, and fellow New Jersey native Nick Jonas of Jonas Brothers expressed interest in portraying Bruce Springsteen.
I wouldn't mind seeing him do it.
Like
they
could still do an actual biopic, and then maybe he could play him.
I wouldn't mind seeing that. Not at all.
You know. Bruce Springsteen said he personally wanted Jeremy Allen White to play him and never considered anyone else, saying that after having seen him in The Bear, he felt White already had the demeanor of a rock star.
Well, that's what Bruce wanted, honey. That's what Bruce gets. Okay, I'm mad.
He had to wear contacts too because Jeremy Allen White's eyes are like a crystal blue, very beautiful blue. So he had to wear brown contacts to look more like Bruce. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm not mad at him for picking who he wanted. I mean, I would like to pick somebody if he did a buyout from me. You know, that would be cool. But okay.
Right. So IMDb gave it 6.9 out of 10. The Tomato Meter, which are critics, gave it 59%.
Alrighty.
Popcorn Meter gave it 83%. What say you?
I have to be brutally honest here. For me, I'm going with 2.5 clappers on this one. Not pleased with it at all. That's just a fact.
All right. Well, for me, I'm going with 1 clapper. And
Woo!
Again, I say...
Woo-hoo!
Wait till it streams for free. But if you are a huge fan again, you know, and if you love the movie Nebraska, I say go for it.
The album Nebraska.
Then you probably wouldn't even mind spending full price on this. But for us, you know, or people that are, you know, I thought I was a Bruce Springsteen fan, but I never even heard about this album, and it's not one that I enjoyed particularly. So if you're like us and you're just expecting to hear his hits. No,
not in here. Not up in here.
Not other than Born in the USA. No.
Yeah.
No.
Which they played, you know, in the movie. You know, kind of got you jumping a little bit, but then that was it. That was the only excitement I got during the whole movie.
Yeah.
So, well, there you have our review of Springsteen. Check it out when it's streaming. Don't forget that Jules and I, we are on Cash App. Any donations are appreciated. You can also find us on Facebook. We're on YouTube, and you can find us on Instagram. Make a request. It doesn't matter what genre it's from. We'll review the movie and shout you out on the show. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, follow, and chat with us. And we will see you back on our next review. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.